We've all been there, right? Staring at some clunky, outdated system and just thinking there has to be a better way. Well, what happens when that frustration actually meets a spark of innovation? Today, we're going to break down an awesome story about four engineering students who got so fed up with the chaos of campus events, they decided to build their own sleek digital fix from the ground up. So here's the plan. First, we'll dive into the mess they were dealing with. Then we'll check out the digital solution they came up with. We'll see how it works, who it's for, and the big question, did it actually do the job? And finally, we'll take a little peek at what's next for this project. All right, let's set the scene. I want you to picture a busy college campus. And now picture let's be honest, the often frustrating world of trying to manage any kind of event manually. Yeah, just think back to your college days for a second. Remember that feeling? You're super excited about some cool workshop or a campus festival, but then comes the headache of actually signing up? That right there, that's the exact problem these students set out to fix. I mean, the old system was just broken. You had these crazy long lines just to register for something. You had stacks and stacks of paper forms that, could get lost in a second. Important announcements pinned to some random physical notice board you might walk past once a week if you're lucky. Communication was a total mess. And hey, what if you were a student with a brilliant idea for an event? Good luck. There was no real way to suggest it. And for the administrators, it was an absolute mountain of manual work. And here's the real kicker. The old way wasn't just slow, it was actively getting in the way of what it was supposed to do. It was just asking for errors, and worst of all, it was a huge barrier that kept students from getting involved and excited about campus life. So, out of all that chaos, this student-engineered a solution was born, the PESCO Event Hub. So what is it exactly? Well, at its heart, the PESCO Event Hub is one central place online for everything related to campus events. The whole point is to be super simple, interactive, and just make life easier for everyone. I'm talking from the freshmen trying to sign up for their first workshop, all the way to the dean who's got to approve the budget. And the students who built this, they had some really clear goals. Yeah, they wanted one central spot for all the info. That's a huge win right there. But they wanted more. They wanted to empower students to pitch their own ideas, to slash all that annoying paperwork for the staff, and, the big one, get more people to actually show up and participate. This was never just about digitizing some forms. It was about changing the whole campus culture for the better. Okay, now for the fun part. Let's pop the hood and see how this thing actually works. Think of it in 3 simple layers. First up, you've got the interface. That's the shiny storefront, what you actually see and click on. It's built with modern tools like React, so it looks good and works smoothly. Then, behind the counter, you've got the logic. That's the brains of the whole operation, figuring out who sees what and handling all the forms. And finally, in the back, you have the database, the memory. It's like a super organized digital warehouse powered by something called Superbase that keeps all the information safe and sound. It's what lets a small team build something really powerful. Now, this is maybe the smartest thing they did. They built a 2-sided platform. See, it's not just one tool for everyone. It's specifically designed to serve 2 very different groups, the students and the administrators. Just look at the difference here. If you're a student, it's super simple. You can browse events, register online, get all the details instantly, and even pitch your own ideas. It's all about making it easy to participate. But then, for the administrators, it's all about control and efficiency. They can create new events, see who's registered, make updates, and review all those great student suggestions in one clean dashboard. It literally solves the biggest headaches for both groups. Okay, so we've seen the problem, we've seen the slick solution they built, but here's the million-dollar question. Did it actually work? Did it make a difference? And the answer, straight from their own report, is a huge, resounding yes. I mean, this quote really says it all. It didn't just help a little, it significantly cut down on paperwork, completely eliminated the registration queues, minimized human errors, and boosted communication across the board. That is what you call a massive win. And you can see that shift right here. The before picture is just bogged down by paperwork and mistakes. The after picture, with the digital platform, is a total transformation. All that time and energy is now freed up for what actually matters, making the events themselves great. But hey, the story doesn't just stop there. Any great project has a what's next, and the PESCO Event Hub is definitely no exception. So let's take a look at the future potential here. The team has already got a whole roadmap planned out. Just imagine this.
secure logins with your own personal dashboard, getting automatic emails or texts so you never forget an event. How about just scanning a QR code to check in? Super simple. They're even thinking bigger, like adding analytics to help plan even better events down the road, and the ultimate goal, a full mobile app. See, this was never just a one-off project. It's a truly scalable platform.
And that kind of brings us full circle, leaving us with one final thought. Remember, this whole thing started with a simple, everyday frustration that probably sounds familiar to a lot of us. So the real takeaway here isn't just about college events. It's a question for you. What's the chaotic, inefficient, paper-drowned process in your world that's just waiting for its own event hub?